Hello friends, today's topic is polynomials. We have seen basics of polynomials in first part of the video. Here we are continuing that polynomial chapter only. So let's move and see what's furthermore there in polynomials chapter. We have understood that what do we mean by polynomials. Polynomial means that the variable having the power in the terms of whole number. Again I am repeating, variable x having power in terms of whole number. Whole number means from 0 to infinite at its power. Example, x raised to 0, x raised to 1, x raised to 2, x raised to 3. All this up to x raised to infinity. All these variables are said to be polynomials because they are having power as its whole number. 0, 1, 2 and 3, all these are whole numbers. I hope you might have understood and cleared your concept over here. What do we mean by polynomials? As I have seen, many of the students were having problem in understanding the definition only. So let's move to our today's video, that is write the degree of each of the following polynomials. We need to find the degree. Here the sum is 5x cube plus 4x square plus 7x. Yes, variable is, what is the variable over here? Variable is x. X is the variable over here and here. Yes, now now we have to see the power of x. Here the power of x is nothing, that means its power is 1. Here the power of x is 2. Here the power of x is 3. Yes, the polynomial having the highest power. Who is having highest power? 5x cube. So the degree would be, degree of polynomial would be, degree of polynomial is 3. That is the highest power of the variable is called the degree of the polynomial. Again I am repeating, the polynomial having highest degree power is called degree of the polynomial. I hope you all might have understood. So let's move to our second sum, that is 4 minus y square. In this sum, 4 is not having any variable. 4 minus y square. Yes, 4 is not having any variable. That means we can tell 4 y raised to 0 minus y raised to 2. Yes, we know that y raised to 0 we count it as 1. So 4 ones are 4 as it is, and y square. So power of y highest over here is 2. Then degree would be 2. So degree for second sum is 2. That means the highest power of y is 2 over here. So that's why its degree is 2. I hope you all might have understood. If you have understood, then pause the video and try to solve by your own. Let's move to a third sum, that is 5t minus root 7. 5t minus root 7. Here root 7 does not have any variable. Here root 7 does not have any variable. That means it might be having t raised to 0, or yes, because t raised to 0 we know it is 1, and t is not having any power. That means t is having power as 1. So the degree of the polynomial is 1 in this case. Degree is equals to 1 because t, nothing is there in power. That means 1 is there if nothing is to be mentioned. We all know that. Now let's move to our fourth sum, that is only 3. That's something different. It's only 3. So the variable might be x, or whatever we can take y or comma dash 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 up to whatsoever would be the variable. Now what we are supposed to do after taking the variable, the power of variable we know should be 0 because that only makes the number only 3. So x raised to 0 means 3 multiplied by 1, 3 itself. Yes, so the power of the degree. So degree for this sum would be, what would be the degree? Degree for this sum would be 0. I hope you all might have understood and clear your concept over here. To understand more and clear your concept, you can practice more sums at your home also. So let's move to our next topic, that is classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. Classify. Yes friends, before understanding this we must know the concept of linear, quadratic and cubic. Yes, the simple thing that we need to understand is, if the variable is having power 1, what is the power of variable? Variable power or degree should be 1. Degree of polynomial should be 1, then it is linear. Degree is 2, then it is quadratic, and degree is 3, then it is cubic. I hope you all might have understood. Then also I am repeating for you again. In linear polynomial, if the power of degree, that means power or degree, is having value 1, then it is linear polynomial. And suppose its degree is 2, then it is quadratic polynomial. And if its degree is 3, then it is cubic polynomial. I hope you might have understood the concept. If you understood it properly, then you can pause the video and try to solve by your own. Then you can check your answer from the video. So let's start our first sum, that is x square plus x, x square plus x. Yes, here the polynomial is having highest degree we know, that means the highest power. Degree means the highest power. Here it is 2, here it is 1. The highest is 2, that means degree is 2. If the degree is 2, then the answer would be quadratic. What would be the answer? Quadratic. Yes, so it is quadratic polynomial. I hope you all might have understood. Let's move to our next sum, that is x minus x cube. Our next sum is x minus x cube. X minus x cube. Here the power of x over here is 1, and here it is 3. So degree would be 3, and if it degree is 3, then it is cubic polynomial. It is cubic polynomial. If its degree is 3, then it is cubic polynomial. I hope you all might have understood it properly. So now pause the video and try to solve by your own. So next sum is y plus y square plus 4. Yes, here the degree value of degree is degree. Here it is 1 and here it is 0. That means whatsoever would be here, it is 4. Yes, now degree is equals to 2 over here. If the degree is 2, then it is quadratic polynomial. We all know, as we understood it in definition. So it is quadratic polynomial. We have completed 3 sums over here. Now you can pause the video, each and everyone. Now you might be able to solve the remaining 4 sums. Till then I am solving over here. 1 plus x. Yes, the power of x over here is 1, so degree it is 1. If degree is 1, then it is linear polynomial. What type of polynomial is it? It is linear polynomial because its degree is 1. Its degree is 1. I hope you all might have understood. Let's move to our next sum, that is fifth sum, 3t. Here the power there, or degree is 1 because t is not having any whole number over here. That means it is having only 1, so degree is equals to 1. If degree is 1, then it is linear polynomial. Let's move to our sixth sum, that is t square or r square. It is r square. Yes, r square. Here degree it is 2. Degree of the polynomial is 2, so the polynomial is quadratic polynomial. It is quadratic polynomial. I hope you all might have understood. Now let's move to our last sum of this topic, that is 7x cube. 7x cube. Here its degree is 3, so it is cubic polynomial. I hope you all might have understood and cleared your concept over here. Let's move to the next topic. So next topic is, we have to just place the value of x in the given polynomial. As friends, we all know how we have to identify which equation is polynomial and how we are supposed to write. We write is at p bracket x as polynomial 5x minus 4x square plus 3. If the given equation is polynomial, we denote it by p bracket x. Yes, polynomial having variable x. Its full form is polynomial. P indicates polynomial having variable x. Now in that only we have to put the value of x in the first sum. In the first sum, what we are supposed to put? We are supposed to put the value of x as 0. So instead of x, we will put 0. 5 into 0 minus 4, 0 square plus 3. 5 into 0, we all know 0. Anything multiplied by 0 makes it 0. 4 into 0 square. Again 4 into 0 plus 3. 0 minus 0 plus 3. So answer is 3. Yes. So our first sum is solved by putting the value of polynomial or variable x as 0. Yes, so its answer is 3. I hope you all might have understood it properly. Let's move to a second sum, that is p having the value of variable as minus 1 into 4 minus 1 square plus 3. Yes, anything multiplied by minus 1, 5 into minus 1, that means minus 5 it will become. Now 4 into minus 1 square, that means minus minus it will become plus, so it will become 4 into 1, and here it is plus 3. Now minus 5, we will open the bracket, 4 into 1 4 minus 4 plus 3. how we are how we will solve? I have seen lot many students are having problem in solving plus minus sums. That is like that only. Here how we are supposed to solve? Here I have to give minus 5 rupees to my first friend and minus 4 rupees to my second friend. But in my pocket I am having only 3 rupees. How many I am having? Only 3 rupees. When I went out of my home, I met my this friend whom I need to give 4 rupees, but I was having 3, so I have given 3 to them. So I am left with giving 1 more rupee. So total how many I need to give now? To the second friend I need to give minus 5, and to the first friend I need to give minus 1. Minus 5 and minus 1. Total how many we need to give? Minus 6 rupees. Minus 6. So our answer is minus 6. I hope you all might have understood it properly. So let's move to our third sum. Our third sum is putting the value of x as 0. We have to put the value of variable as 2 in this term. So 5 value of x should be 2, 4, 2 square plus 3. Yes, 5 2s are 10. Now again 4 into 2 square, that means 4 again for that, and 3 as it is. Now 10 minus 4 4s are 16, we all know, plus 3. Same thing we will do, friends. What we are supposed to do now? Now I am having 10 rupees in my one pocket and 3 rupees in my another pocket, but total I need to give is 16 rupees. Yes, first I will give 10 rupees. First I will add the money that I am having in my pocket. In one pocket I am having 10, and in another pocket I am having 3. So total I am having 13 rupees. Yes, 13 means plus 13 I am having, and I need to give minus 16. So I need to give 16. Yes, so 13 minus 16 or 16 minus 13. How we are supposed to solve? I need to give minus 3 more to my friend, as I was having only 13, but I need to give 16. So I will give 3 rupees him later. I hope you all might have understood it properly. So let's move to our next topic, that is similar to the previous topic we understood. Here it is written, friends, you can see pt. T means variable t. Px, that means here variable would be x, here the variable is x, and here the variable is y. I hope you all might have understood. Now let's solve our first sum. P raised to y, instead of y I am directly writing 0. 0 square minus 0 plus 1. 0 minus 0 plus 1. So our answer would be 1. I hope you all might have understood it properly. So our answer for p raised to 0, p having value 0 is 1. Now we'll solve for p1. We'll put the value of y as 1. 1 square minus 1 plus 1. Yes, 1 minus 1 plus 1. That means 1 1 cancels. So remaining we are left with only 1. We are left with only 1. Yes, because plus 1 minus 1 got cancelled. Now value of variable as 2. 2 square minus 2 plus 1. Yes, now afterwards what we are supposed to do? 2 square, that means 4 minus 2 plus 1. What we need to understand is I am having 4 rupees in my pocket, I need to give 2. So I will give 2 from here. So 2 plus 1. So we are left with 3. Yes, I hope you all might have understood it properly. So let's solve our second sum. If you understood the concept properly, then pause the video and try to solve by your own. Our second sum is p having variable t, and the value is 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. In that we have to put the value of variable as 0, 1 and 2. Yes, so let's start with 0, putting the value of p as 0. 2 as it is, value of t should be 0. 2 t square means 0 square minus t cube, that means 0 cube. 2 plus 0, 2. Now 2 into 0 square, that means 0 plus 0 minus 0. So answer is 0. Sorry, answer is 2. I hope you all might have understood it properly. So now put the value of variable as 1. 2 plus, let me change the color for your convenience. Now 2 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 square minus 1 cube. It's cube. Yes. Now 2 plus 1, 3. 2 into 1 square, that means 2, minus 1 cube, that means 1. I want to give 1 rupees to my friend, but I am having 2 and 3 in my pocket, so I will give it from here. So it will remain with 1 only. So total I am left with 4 rupees. Yes. Now let's solve our same sum only by putting the value as 2. 2 as it is plus 2 square minus 2 cube. Now what we'll do? 2 plus 2, 4 I know. 2 into 2 square, that means 4, minus 2 cube, 8, we all know. Now what we are supposed to do? 4 2s are 8. I am having 8 rupees in my pocket and I want to give only 8. So I will cancel this over here. So I am left with only 4 rupees. I hope you all might have understood it properly. So now pause the video and try to solve the remaining 2 sums by your own. And you can check your answer by continuing the video afterwards. Now third sum is p having variable x. In that we need to put the value of x as 0, 1 and 2. So let's begin with our third sum. So we'll start with p raised to 0, p having variable 0. Now x cube, sorry, 0 cube, that means 0 only. So it was simple. Now put the value of variable as 1, 1 cube. 1 cube means 1 only. It was much simpler than that. Now put the value of variable as 2. 2 cube, we all know it is 8. In this way we have done our third sum. Also it was very simple, friends. I hope you all might be able to do by your own. So let's begin with our last sum. That means p having variable x. In that we are supposed to put the value as 0, 1 and 2. So let's begin with 0. 0 minus 1, 0 plus 1. Yes. 0 minus 1, minus 1 as it is, and 0 plus 1, plus 1. Minus 1 into plus 1, so the answer would be minus 1. In the sign rule we have understood it properly that if there is different sign, that means plus minus or minus plus or plus minus, the result should be always negative. The result should be always negative. If they are having similar sign, that means plus plus, the result should be plus. And if the values are having minus minus sign, then the result would always be plus. Here it was having different sign, that's why our answer is in minus. I hope you all might have understood and have built up that concept of sign rule in your mind. Now let's solve our last sum by putting the value of p as 1. 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1. Yes, 1 minus 1, it becomes 0, and 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. So 0 multiplied by 2, it will become 0. I hope you all might have understood it, friends. Now we'll put the value of variable x as 2. 2 minus 1, bracket 2 plus 1. Yes, 2 minus 1, that means 1, and 2 plus 1, that means 3. So our answer would be 3. I hope you all might have understood the concept and have understood the sums very properly. So if you have enjoyed the videos, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So and thanks for watching.